I got a package mid filming this video, and in that package was the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 7 palette. I was not expecting it today. I've got it on my eyes right now. I'm so impressed with this. We're going to get into it. We're going to do swatches. We're going to put together a look. I'll tell you my thoughts on it. We're also getting into the new WonderSkin foundation. WonderSkin sent this to me. I received some products from R.E.M that we'll talk about. I'm going to put all of these things on the face, and I'm going to play with some makeup. So let's get into it. WonderSkin, I love WonderSkin. They sent me their brand new foundation. I've got 3 shades here and I have a sponge. I took the sponge out of the box so that I could get it wet. We're just gonna do kind of a get ready with me and see where we end up. I have the new Wicked collection from R.E.M. I have some VIEVE. We're just gonna put together a look and just play in makeup today. I don't really have a structure. This is just to get ready with me. They sent me 3 shades. I have Halo, Moonstone, and Muse. So Moonstone looks a little too pink and a little too deep. It is described as a light neutral. Muse is described as a fair neutral. I think I'm going to go with Halo, which is described as a light warm. It's the only one that looks warm. These two look a little too like pink by comparison. Here are the 3 shades. They look pretty pink in person. So I'm just going to use a pump and we're going to blend it out with a sponge and see how this looks on the skin. I've really impressed with WonderSkin product. Everything that I've tried from them, I have really enjoyed. So let's see how the foundation works. I'm going to use their sponge. All right, let me look at this up close and see how it looks on the skin. Okay, so that looks beautiful on the skin. It is incredibly seamless, very skin-like. I can't see it sitting on my skin. I am surprised, I think because it's WonderSkin and their products are known for being very long wear. It does say weightless and breathable, feels like nothing on the skin, 24-hour life-proof, waterproof, transfer-proof, and sweat-proof, customizable coverage, sheer to full, radiant skin-like finish. Comes in 20 shades. This has copper tripeptides. It has niacinamide. The science behind this looks really good, and I have to say it looks really beautiful on the skin. I'm very happy with how my skin looks right now. It's not super glowy. It's not matte. It just looks pretty much like my skin, only more even tone. I'm going to put on some concealer. I think I'm going to use the VIEVE concealer today just because I haven't used this on camera. I am working on a full face of VIEVE. That should be coming soon. You don't need much of this. It's heavy duty concealer. I have mine in the shade Light 2. Concealer is a little heavier than I'm used to. I mean, I am 52 years old. I need something super lightweight, super blendable that doesn't settle into lines and creases. This doesn't settle. It just looks a little heavier up close on the skin. It is a more full coverage product. That's to be expected, I think. Okay, so I got a package delivered. If it is what I think it is, then we will be changing the course of this video. It is. It's the Danessa Myricks Lightworks palette. So we're going to be doing this. They really securely package this, which I appreciate. No disrespect to these companies, but like Nordstrom now and Ulta, like they'll just throw things in an envelope and send it to you. I do appreciate that Sephora securely packaged this, especially because of the price. I haven't even looked at this. Let me finish the rest of my face and then we'll move on to this. I was not expecting this today, especially in the middle of filming, but I'm so glad that it came. I'm going to go in and bronze up the face, and I'm going to use the VIEVE cream bronzer for this. I will have much more information on VIEVE. I just wanted to maybe play with some products that, I haven't seen on my channel before because I tend to get in a rut and use the same things because I really like them. But this is really nice. It's comparable to the Chanel cream bronzer. She has really lovely shades. The brush that I'm using is a BK 101. I mean, you can see how easy that is to work with. I just kind of tap it onto the face, and that is that. I'm going to use my SWEED brow pencil. I had planned to get into the Wicked products by R.E.M. R.E.M. sent me the collection, so I really wanted to share that. But now I want to use my Lightworks palette. So we're going to definitely do Lightworks on the eyes. I think we're going to go in with this R.E.M. blush palette. This is not my favorite look in a palette, right? This is a collaboration. So this is meant to feel similar to the movie. This open space in here kind of just bugs me. However, let's just see. Oh, that's pretty. Let's see this one. That's pretty too. Can you see the shift in that one? I don't know if it's going to come across on camera. Those are really pretty. They're much more finely milled than I was expecting. I've never tried anything from R.E.M, but wow, they feel so creamy. Have I been sleeping on R.E.M beauty? I went to get my Gucci setting powder because I have just been loving this. It's so easy. I love loose powders for the look that they give the skin, but I like pressed powders for the convenience. If I'm in a hurry, I just grab this, and it does a fantastic job setting underneath the eyes, setting the face. It looks very light on the skin. Sometimes I find that pressed powders sit a little heavier. This one doesn't. We're going to go in with these blushes because I have to say, like, swatching them, I am more impressed than I thought that I would be. I don't know what I expected. I don't know what I expected because I've never used anything from R.E.M. I've always been intrigued by the brand. So let's just put this on the cheeks. Oh, it's so pretty. That is such a soft baby pink. Now, I don't know if this is going to go with the eye look that we end up doing because I have no idea what eye look we're going to do. We might have to go in and readjust after I get my eye look on. But sometimes I find when I order like a baby doll pink, it shows up much darker, much deeper than I expected, or it goes slightly like peachy coral. This is like baby doll pink. All right, let's get into what has now become, I think, the star of the show, the Lightwork Volume 7. I have never purchased a Danessa Myricks Lightwork palette because I got to be honest, they never appealed to me before this one. The colors in them were always, you know, kind of a lot. Let's take a look. I have not seen anybody's reviews, swatches. I haven't seen anything about this. It's just that I am planning to do like a fall holiday palette roundup. I knew that I needed to add this in, and I'm hoping that I don't have a reaction to her eyeshadows. I mentioned that I can't use Natasha Denona eyeshadows, so I'm really, really hoping I don't have an issue with these. So it comes with a little pouch. This thing is protected. It's wrapped inside the box. Inside the box. I appreciate that because this is $128. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I feel like I should have filmed like a proper unboxing. This is crazy. So satisfying. I haven't even touched the eyeshadow, but I'm impressed with how much care is taken in this packaging. Like I said, this is my first Freedom System palette. You will have to forgive me for being like a little kid here, but how cute! Looking at these eyeshadows, they do look a little more like kind of out there than I thought. I can just see in the pan the different textures of these shadows. Like, look at how, I mean, I don't want to say chunky, but they do look chunky. Danessa Myricks just does such gorgeous textures. This color story here in the middle, shade looks green at certain angles. Let me see if I can, I can't. But like here in person, it in some light looks green. I have no idea what kind of eye look to do here. The thing that I do appreciate, all of the matte neutrals that you have. This really is a beautiful looking, I mean, I haven't touched it, but looking like one and done palette. Now there are two whites, which kind of confuse. Okay, well, they're not white. So those are the two whites. One is quite pinky and one is quite yellowy. So these are like the Chanel eyeshadows, you know, that the 9 pans that I bought. And I was like, why are there's a white in every palette? They're not white. Those are like the dinkiest, weakest swatches ever, but what? I'm sorry. I truly get excited about makeup, and I understand that that might be annoying. That's just how I am. Like, this is my happy place. This kind of thing brings me great joy. Are you kidding me? How does everybody know about this eyeshadow formula except me? Is everybody else like, yeah, no kidding? Everybody knows this except me, right? Is that what's happening here? Okay, I got to put some of these on my eyes. I'm going to start with this. I'm just going to pop that in the crease. I'm going to go into this shade right here. It's a little bit deeper brown. I'm going to put that on the outer corner. Yep, that's quite a bit deeper. I know this seems dramatic, but they're so beautiful that I can't choose one. We're going with this one. This is this shade right here. I don't know why I keep holding up the palette like it's a mirror. What? It's so incredibly shiny. Wild to me. I don't even know which one to use. But I know we got to use one. I think we're going to use the smoother one. So I'm just going to tap this on the outer corner and see what happens. I'm going to go into this matte brown right here and take it under my lash line just for some shape. I'm going to take my blending brush and just soften the edge of this, or try to, of this like really, really beautiful mirrored eyeshadow. I'm going to line my lips real quick with my WonderSkin lip liner in Nutmeg. This is a beautiful color. Because I have quite a bit going on, I'm just going to use a lip balm. I'm going to use the Jones Road Lip Balm in the shade Me. Just a neutral, really easy to wear, kind of a mauve brown. I'm going to finish the eyes real quick, and then we'll kind of adjust the cheeks because this pink is just not, it's not doing it for me. Actually, it kind of does go now that I put the pink on, but I'm going to tightline with my Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal. My eyeliner got away from me. My wings are a little bit bigger than I prefer. That is okay though, because I think that this eyeshadow look can handle it. I am going to use my Kulfi mascara. I absolutely love this mascara. Not everybody loves it. This blush with the eye look doesn't super bother me. Kind of came together because I hope it's translating on camera, but in person, eyeshadow that I put on has a lot of pink in it, and the cheeks are quite pink. I'm going to deepen them up just a little bit. I'm going to use the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow Blush in Starry Mauve. This is a limited edition shade. It looks like a soft mauve, like it's not super purpley. We're going to use a BK Beauty N17. I love this brush. It's so versatile. The mirror in here is so bad. Okay, so let's start from the top. Let's start with the WonderSkin foundation. First of all, thank you, WonderSkin, for sending this to me. I'm so grateful. I've been very happy with everything that I have tried from WonderSkin. The foundation is like totally not what I expected from a brand like WonderSkin, where they're known for like their lip stains and, you know, everything is very long wearing. For some reason, I thought this was going to be like a full coverage, like really set into place, like an Estee Lauder double wear type of foundation. It's not. It's not that at all. It's very light coverage. I will pin a comment, let you know how this wears. I'm just looking in my mirror and my face looks flawless. Very happy with that. The VIEVE concealer is like a full coverage concealer. It's not really the type of concealer that I prefer on my very mature under eyes. However, I do think it's a really good concealer formula. It's just not what I look for in my under eye concealer. Now, face concealer, that's a different story. We'll get into that more in the VIEVE deep dive. The VIEVE Modern Radiance Cream Bronzer is a really nice cream bronzer if you like cream bronzers. It's very similar to the Chanel, to the Say. You're probably familiar with the texture. This is the shade Light. It is the lightest shade, and it has just a touch of green to it. I don't say that to scare you, like it doesn't look green on the skin, but I can detect some green in there. So I think for like a fair olive, that would be an excellent bronzer shade. You know, I love this. I don't even need to talk about it. R.E.M Beauty blushes, the Wicked blushes, are beautiful formulas. This is not my favorite kind of packaging with the extra space on the top and the bottom. I would like it more if it were more slim, but I understand this is like a collector's edition. They're thinking more about the beauty and the aesthetic more than they are the storage of it. So I understand why it is, you know, a larger compact. It's very heavy. It feels really nice. I think they are excellent blush formulas. Like they're so smooth. I cannot get over how creamy that this is, specifically this one, feels. It just feels like a cream. I'm very happy with that, and thank you to R.E.M for sending that to me. I will try the eyeshadow palette, and I have a lip product that we'll get into in another video. I plan to use that today until this arrived, and this, I don't even know what to say about this, honestly. I feel like I am late to the party. Everybody is probably fully aware of how these perform, but I did not know. When I look at Danessa Myricks LIGHTWORK's palettes, the previous versions, it's hard for me to see a cohesive color story or see where I would use some of the colors. Like they're undeniably beautiful and textured and gorgeous. It's just not really the tones that I use. So when I saw this one with some neutrals, well, they're not. They're so much more. Like they're not neutral. In fact, I'm curious to see what this one looks like. Are you kidding me? So this one here is more like a typical metallic. Like it doesn't have a cool shift. This one is very shifty. They almost feel wet. They're not, but they almost feel like they are. Let me just show you some of these swatches. So this is a matte up here. It's kind of out of place compared to the rest of these. I don't know if you can see all the shifts that we have going on in these colors. Probably not. So I don't know if I am going to be able to properly communicate the difference in those two textures there. Like the shades are similar. The textures are totally different. This one right here is what I have on my eyes, like on the outer half of my eyes. And it's got so many colors. There's so many colors. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow palette for people that like texture. You have to be a fan of different textures on your eyes, in my opinion. Lightwork is a perfect name because in different light, it shifts, it changes. I'm so incredibly happy that I purchased this. These usually sell out really fast. I wholeheartedly recommend this if you like eyeshadow, if you like colorful eyeshadow, if you like different textures. They're not chunky. They don't feel chunky. When you rub your finger in the pan, it feels chunky, but that's because they're just pressed to be kind of textural. Look at that shade. Stunning. I cannot wait to play in these more. I do have a black. I didn't get into the black. I don't really use black eyeshadow much, but it's nice that it's there because you can deepen up any of these shades. Like I think that the look of a smoky eye, traditional smoky eye black, blended out, and then any bright, like shifty metallic tapped over top of it is such a beautiful, simple, but impactful look. It's hard for me to do smoky eyes because I have deep set eyes and it just kind of makes them look smaller, but I love the look of a good smoky eye. I'm absolutely blown away by that palette. It's like the season of eyeshadows. I've tried so many eyeshadow palettes recently with all of the holiday releases. This one is special. I'm just going to say it right here. Now, I haven't done my ranking video, but this is a special eyeshadow palette, a special formula. It's something different. The way that this blue feels, that vibrant blue, and this like chunky duochrome, multi-chrome, gorgeous. So this is definitely not going to be the last time that we play with this eyeshadow palette on my channel. I'm so super impressed by it. The Dior blush is beautiful. It comes across to me as more of a pink than a mauve. It's like a cool pink. So I am going to go wash my hands. I'm covered in eyeshadow. I love it though. Listen, if this could be like my full-time job, just playing with makeup, I would be the happiest person. I just think I have so much fun doing this stuff. So I hope that it doesn't come across as weird to you, but just know that my love and passion for makeup is genuine. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will see you soon in another one. And until then, please take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.